Howard and Brown, a business development podcast. We are your one-stop solution for business. You're watching Howard and Brown, a business development podcast.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another episode, another edition of the Howard and Brown podcast. Listen, where we have they set this platform to be informative to all entrepreneurs. If you are new in the entrepreneur world, if you have been there but you want to increase in the things of business, this is the platform that we hope you tune in every single day. So we can help you really take your business to the next level. Listen, I have some amazing information that I want to share with you on today. I want to go into a lot of detailed things that I think is going to be very pertinent and information, and always thanks to our sponsors of Mutual Leaves Association, and they have their new mask out, so if you want to get your new mask, and all of the MBA members, you can rock the new mask. It's MBA, got the logo on it. So go to MBAforthepeople.com. That's MBAforthepeople.com. And shouts out to Miss Aline, who designed our MBA mask. Be rocking it and keeping it safe during this pandemic that our country is enduring. All right, so get your mask. Get your mask. Go to MBAforthepeople.com. All right, listen, we're going to tap into, I hope you got your pads and pencils. Let's go into an element of business, which is very, very important. I'm going to talk about your LOA, so write that down, LOA. That is your law of average. One of the things that I think that we, as business owners, we're so into the model of our business, we're so into what our business actually does that we don't understand how much marketing, how much branding, how much advertising that we have to do for our business. If you are a brand new business, please listen to me. If you are a business in struggle, if you're a business where you are really just not seeing the results in your business, I'm going to share a little information with you this evening that's really going to help you cultivate and take your business to the next level. All right. Now I'm using some terms that some of you may be used to, or I'm using a term that you've never heard of. Okay, but nevertheless, this is what is important. Now, when we talk about marketing, when we talk about advertising, when we talk about branding, it is more than guys just coming up with a flyer and posting it on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. It's more than just doing a couple of shouts out and things of that nature. Branding is so very detailed. Marketing is so very detailed. Advertising is so very, very detailed. And if you just notice, I use 3 separate words. And a lot of us think that all 3 of them are actually the same. No, they're not. So let's go over some of the terms and let's go over what they really are. When we talk about advertising is what we're doing. That is the creation. That is talking about the content. A lot of you do not really think about the content before you get ready to place an ad. The content is so very important. That's the advertising, that's the creation of it. That is coming up with the different sound bites. Now let's talk about that for a moment, because the sound bites needs to come, or your advertising or your creation really needs to come from your niche. What is the niche of your business? What is the very thing of your business that make you so significantly different? And when you think about that, that is the creation that you need to cultivate your advertising around that, the creation of your advertising, all right? Then we talk about marketing, okay? Now, marketing comes from the markets, and markets are the different demographics of cities and locations of where your ideal client is. Now, mind you guys, listen, please understand that everybody's not your customer. Everybody is not your customer. So you have to identify what is your customer, so you can then make sure that you place your creation, your advertisement in the right market, okay? And so you are advertising in the right market makes it so very important. And then the third thing I talked about is your branding. You want to make sure, guys, that you stay consistent with your brand. In other words, you want to make sure that you use the same brand. One minute you have a star in your logo, the next minute you got a cross in your logo, the next minute you have some wings in your logo, the next minute you have letters, okay? You're confusing the market. You're confusing everybody with what you're doing, and you do not have a solid brand, and so no one is familiar with you or familiar with your brand or familiar with what you do. Is because you're not consistent with your brand. So that's one element of branding. Another element of branding is, what do they say about you when you leave the room? That's your brand. Some people say, well, that's that's my, no, that is your brand. What they say about you is, when you leave the room, is your brand, okay? Not necessarily your logo, not necessarily your font, but it is what you do for people and how you make them feel with your business, okay? And some of us, we got to work on that. I know I had to work on that and getting people to feel good. I made a lot of mistakes, but I hope I'm better now. But you want to make sure that not only do they remember your ideal logo, but they remember in the services that you provide them. So the last part of branding, the reason why I have branding at the third part of that three-part explanation there, is to let you understand that the branding is the service. Is the service that you provide. The branding is the things that you do for your clients and how you make them feel. And once again, is what do they say about you when you leave the room. So one, it is the advertising, it's the creation. Two, it is the market, where to take your advertising to. And three, once you have acquired their client, now how you serve them and what do they say about you when you leave the room. And then also be consistent with your brand, with your logo, with your tagline. Make sure you're consistent. Make sure it's everywhere exactly the same. So where it is on your logo, the logo on your Facebook, it needs to be the same on your Instagram, it needs to be the same on your Twitter, it needs to be the same on your email, it needs to be the same on your website, it needs to be the same on your flyers, it needs to be the same on everything. It needs to be the same. Stop with the up and down, all kind of stuff. You're all over the place. You're confusing the market, and it's affecting your business, okay? Now, I'm going to say something, and I know I'm on Facebook when I'm saying this. Facebook, don't kill me. But let me tell you something. Facebook and all of the social medias, not just Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of these platforms are absolutely wonderful. They're absolutely wonderful, okay? They have really helped create our society in a good way. Now, we got some, negative things that come out of from people, but in a positive and a massive, positive, productive way, social media has been awesome for all of us, okay? But still keep this in mind, entrepreneurs. All of my business owners, listen to me. These social media platforms did not start their business to do it for you for free. That's not why they started their business. They didn't start their business so they can just help you in your business or help you in your ministry or help you in your passion and what you're so passionate about. And because it was free to get on Facebook doesn't mean that they're going to expose you to all of their demographics for free. That's right, guys. You got to pay for an ad. Yes, you have to pay to step into. So when you post and you haven't paid for an ad, or you post, listen, it's only a very few people that really in your news feed that see that ad. Okay? So understand, social media platform is no different. Back in the day, and I know I might be telling my age here, but it's no different than radio and TV and a newspaper. Okay, you can get on TV for free, you can listen to the radio for free, but for those that was on there, they made their money from advertising. Yes, they made their money from marketing. They made their money from companies that had to market. And the reason why those companies market on that television and on that radio and in that newspaper is because they had a what? A platform. They had a demographic platform of people, and that's what they sold you. Hey, you can put your ad on V103, and we have 17 million listeners. Okay? That's how they make their money. Guess what? Social media is the same way, all right? LinkedIn say, hey, we have this many. Facebook say, hey, we have this many. We can hit this area to this area to expose what your business. Listen, do not start a business not thinking that you can do it without doing ads. No, ads is like oxygen. All right, you gotta have it. All right, so you want to create your ad. You want to create your advertisement. You want to make sure you're hitting the right market, but you want to make sure that you put that ad out in the areas where your target audience is. But you gotta put an ad out. For some of you, can start with boosting. Boosting your post is one form of ad, but then creating an ad and going to your ad manager and really understand how to create an ad that hits your target audience is your next level of success for your business. Listen, this is so very important. Now, the next part that I want you to understand is even more important. Now, even before you do all that creation and all the stuff that I talk about, first and foremost, guys, you must know what is your LOA. Okay? So, and that starts with what is your projections to understand what is your customer acquisition, what is your average price point to understand what your LOA is. All right? And once you understand what your LOA is, then you know when you're putting the information in your ad manager, when you are sending that ad out, when you're talking to your marketing team, when you're talking to the people that's helping you with your advertisement, you really want them to support your what? Projections. That's what you want them to support. You want to support your projections. So you need to know and be able to tell them what is your LOA. Okay? That's so very important. Okay? And when you do that, guess what this does for you guys? It lets you know if your ad, your campaign, your business is doing good, bad, or indifferent. Okay? You have to have something that gauges if you're doing good and bad. Not just post something and just hope somebody likes it, or just put something out there and just hope someone shares it. No, guys, you got to be more strategic than that so you have a successful campaign, because that equals a successful business. Okay, we're going to all week we're going to go into more and more about LOAs, marketing, ad management, all of this stuff, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, all of these things, and how you need to know, even before some of you that is into getting influencers and how that works. Before you get into that, before you even get those influencers, know your LOA, know exactly what that is, and be able to say it off the top of your head. Every beginning of every quarter, you need to know what your LOA is. All right? Listen, I hope you got a lot out of this session today. We're going to continue every single day teaching and guiding entrepreneurs and how to take their business to the next level. And also, listen, we want you to make sure that you always connect with a special company just like ours here at Howard and Brown. Just go to our website. It's howardandbrown.com. That's howardandbrown.com. Yes, we are a full-service business consulting legal firm that will help you take your business to the next level. And here at Howard and Brown, we cover every area of your business. So we cover your legal compliance, we cover your advertisement and development, we cover all of your business consulting and management, business credit, yes, help you get funding, money, you need it. We help you with your human resources. That's very important. We help you with your human resources, customer acquisition, merger acquisitions, and franchising. Some of you, your business is so awesome, you have a franchise and you don't even realize it. We help you develop that franchise for your business. So again, go to our website. It's howardandbrown.com. That's howardandbrown.com. And hey, come and be a part of us and let us help you Let us help you. Let us serve and answer some of those problems that you have with your business, because when you come with us, guess what? You don't have no problems no more. We're going to serve you and help you with that, all right? Listen, guys, it has been a plum-pleasing pleasure. It was a privilege. You know, I got that from my man, Les Brown. He's awesome. And so we want to thank each and every one of you for coming and tuning in on the Howard and Brown podcast. We'll see you tomorrow, same time. Make sure you're available and make sure you share. Y'all share this. And for those that are on YouTube, good, subscribe. Go to the button, just right there. Right there, go to the button, hit subscribe, and then make sure you share this YouTube channel, all right? Listen, it's been absolutely amazing. I'm Dr. K.M. Howard, and you've been watching the Howard and Brown podcast. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
You're watching Howard and Brown, a business development podcast. Tune in Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m.